This time tomorrow, we could be looking at a $1, maybe even more XRP. There's a big meeting that everyone is speculating it could be the agreement, a settlement. Well, what's going on? Are we going to get what we want tomorrow? And ultimately, what do we think is going to happen to the price? We'll break it all down for you in this XRP video. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get into it. So as always, everybody, don't forget to turn that notification bell on. Click all so you get our latest reviews, news, and much, much more when it comes to XRP, Jasmine, and all your favorite cryptocurrencies. Join the community. Check out some of the links in the description. But let's talk XRP. Now, I did a video a couple of days ago specifically breaking down what I thought was coming with this SEC meeting. And I want to talk a little bit about why I think we could get it, and more importantly, the narrative right now in the US around cryptocurrency. So everyone is speculating that we have an SEC and Ripple meeting tomorrow. Now, it's a behind closed doors meeting. It is on the SEC's website, but there is actually no mention specifically that it is Ripple. Lots of people are assuming that that's what it's going to be, and it does fit the narrative very, very well right now. We obviously see some real support in terms of Larry Fink coming out, being super bullish on Bitcoin. We know Trump and his new VP are also pro cryptocurrency right now. So actually the timing does feel very, very right. So what have we got going on? Well, look, we got a very big announcement for XRP. We covered it here on the channel. We have the CME Group and CF Benchmarks launching reference rates for both Ripple and ICP, which was once again just legitimizing what was going on with XRP, bringing it into mainstream financial markets, which I think is very, very important. It's an absolute increased adoption due to both competitive advantages paired with serious market data. And I think we need to understand that as you look at potentially what XRP is going to do and the build out post the settlement. Now, I hear what everyone's saying. The settlement is the big deal. This is the reality right now of why we have a price that we do. However, Ripple's been absolutely resolute in terms of not settling for anything that they deem as not being fair, but equally really standing for what they believe in, which was ultimately the SEC's tyrannical raid upon the whole cryptocurrency ecosystem. So this for me is very, very important. But again, some very good news on the back of it. So if we were to specifically talk about this meeting, well, what is it that we've got? There's a couple of things that I think give us an idea. We have the price moving, we have to find the settlement, and remember, generally speaking, we see announcements and resolutions come on Friday. So this could be, well, a discussion tomorrow, an agreement on that amount of money, if any, that Ripple would pay. Now, we know Ripple want to pay sub 10 million. We know the SEC wants to charge 107 million. That's kind of where we sit at the minute. What's the difference though right now? And I think this is where we have to understand the narrative in the US and more importantly, where the narrative is going. Donald Trump has specifically come out and said he is pro cryptocurrency. He wants to keep Bitcoin mining in America. And more importantly, that he wants to see it in specific states and really making a difference. We already know his VP already has Bitcoin. These are two huge narratives. Now, I hear what you're saying. What's that got to do with XRP? The reality right now is Donald Trump has specifically said he's pro cryptocurrency. Why would Gary Gensler go after anything when he could be removed from office? He was already asked on a CNBC News interview about what his view was, which he didn't want to comment. The reality is, if he starts to go after something like XRP, if he starts to push this narrative, he may end up with A, no job, and B, he may end up with egg on his face when it comes to it. So I actually think this has been moved forward. I actually think now there is an agenda that if you've got the potential next president of the United States and his vice president, who are both committing to be supportive of cryptocurrency, the last thing you're going to want to do is go after something like XRP. So I do think that narrative is going to change, and lots of people will agree with me. Over the past week, XRP has experienced a substantial rally of over 40%, reaching a trading price of 61. It's actually slightly higher than that, nearly 63 cents right now. The legal dispute stems from a lawsuit filed by the US Exchange Committee, but the blow at the SEC district judge ruled last year that the sale of XRP to retail investors did not constitute an investment contract. This is the key. So it's all about a monetary value. And like I said, lots of people are expecting that it is going to be done. While negotiations on outstanding arguments are possible, then Rispoli added that the resolution before the court's ruling seems likely. So again, this is important to understand as we start to build out and more importantly, get to a nearer resolution. Again, you have to look at what's going on in the background. Gemini. Now, if you remember, the reason Gemini is important is because they actually delisted XRP when it was deemed a security by the SEC. They then brought it back and are now flipping and going bullish on XRP. In fact, commenting, I quote, "The rise and vibe XRP fam," with over 30% rise in the past week. So even the exchanges now are once again getting excited on the back of that. When you take a look at the price, you can see it 8.14% up on the day, absolutely outtrending pretty much everything out there in the market from this bottom range in the 42 cents mark. So we've been talking about XRP what feels like the longest time. It's been really suppressed in terms of price. And my point here is, and I've mentioned this a number of times, this just gives you a sentiment of the volume, the ambition, and the community that sits behind this. Imagine a settlement agreement in favor of Ripple, a very minimal fine, and not that, but adoption, institutions, and a potential ETF down the road. Well, what do you think XRP is going to do? There is going to be a monumental move on that price. And look, it's all about tomorrow. We're going to see what happens. But my view is Gary Gensler is on his own if he decides to continue down the narrative of basically going after Ripple, making it unachievable in terms of a fine amount, and basically being completely unrealistic. The reality is the incoming potential president, well, he may have a different view. He's specifically been on record of saying Jerome Powell will be moved on. I think Gary Gensler could be in the same category, so watch this space. We will keep you updated. Make sure you follow me on social media, and you'll be in my live stream tomorrow night because we are going to bring you all the latest with this as it breaks. Until then, let me know in the comments down below. Do you think we see a settlement announcement tomorrow or not? Yes, no, in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget, hit the like, subscribe button. Check out some of the links in the description. It massively supports the channel. Let's hope for a settlement tomorrow. See you soon. Bye-bye.